A warm welcome back to Six Ashes for episode 32 with me, MrSealyp. It's 6:36 in the morning. It is day 4, midsummer. It took me most of the rest of yesterday to clear the rest of those logs using the diamond, which I did. I am now at our new chicken pen because our chickens have used pretty much, well, yeah, all the pallets that were here have both been used. I left the pallet sat there and it gradually drained down. The other chickens are down to the last 2 bags of chicken feed, and then that's all done. Production of eggs isn't that stellar at the moment, considering how many chickens I've got in this one. Not as great as I thought it was going to be, but never mind. As far as the animals go, our pigs have gone from 146 up to 157. Our chickens in here are at 255, they're now at 260, so we're going to get some more, and as we start to increase every 8 or so, I'm going to need to put another rooster in there, in theory, if I want them to be reproducing better. Everything else is looking absolutely fine. As far as the wood chips go from yesterday, we have got in storage now 637,528 litres of wood chip. So those log piles are all done. I've been thinking about the ground over there as well. It's a bit bumpy, it's not really any good for crops or anything like that. But what I am considering is maybe, I thought about fruit trees, you know. Then I thought maybe I might just go and get the tree planter and plant a load of trees. Now I know any trees I plant in there will take years to grow. Seasonally, if you know what I mean. They'll take absolutely years, which trees would do. But at least I'm kind of putting back, because I have cut down a lot, so I've got a couple of options. I might just put some fruit trees on that bit, or I might find another plot for some fruit trees, but at some point I am going to replant. Now I said that on Homurkra and it wouldn't let me plant anything. The other thing I am considering as well is releasing the T-Rex and clearing this part of the yard here, because manoeuvring is a little bit difficult, and I'm also thinking my bale trailer at the moment is tucked in amongst the trees over there. I might bring it over and I can put it over the back here, maybe stick another shelter up or something like that. I don't, again, it's just an idea if I get some spare time. Now, as far as today goes, we've got a couple of jobs to be getting on with. One, I need to cut the grass, everything, but as you can see, moisture on the ground is up a little bit, which is weird because it didn't yesterday. But here's the odd thing, checking our weather forecast, as we did, we weren't forecast any rain. Last night, it rained. Of course it did. Only for a little while, but it did rain. But that was kind of about 9 PM. So I was quite surprised this morning. Mind you, you're always going to get a dew on the ground, and I thought we would get it yesterday, but we didn't. Regardless of that, the mowing side of things, I'm going to wait a little bit until that icon kind of disappears, because I'm pretty sure if we go and check one of the fields, I'm pretty sure the moisture, crop moisture on the ground is about 20%, and if I cut the grass at, I keep thinking 20 is the cut-off. Let's hop the fence. If I cut the grass at 20, it'll be wet grass, yeah, 20%. I need that to come down just a little bit. And once it's come down just a little bit, we'll be good to go. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is, as I mentioned, Jason at the biogas plant asked for some assistance because they haven't really got a lot of supply coming in and they're running low on biogas and they've got a lot of people to supply. Could we help out? I said we could. So I'm going to load up the bale trailer with some silage bales, and we'll take it up to the biogas plant. Now, it could be that the bales going in might be a little bit tricky to get the bales in. If they are, I have got another idea of how we can tackle that, but that will make life a little bit more difficult. It's not going to be impossible. It'll be a bit of a pain, but not the end of the world. So I'm going to load this up. We'll take a load up there. Will it hook up to that? It will. just to move it. I'm not going to drive it up there. Well, maybe I could drive it up there with this. That way I'll have the telehandler to load into the sell point. Could do, couldn't I? So what I'm going to do is take the silage bales from here first. Probably could have done with coming that the other way around, couldn't I? That manure pile from the limousines is insane. The amount of manure they're producing is crazy. I know I've mentioned that before as well, but it is ridiculous. Now this is an auto-load trailer. I said before, I think I overloaded it last time because when I brought the stuff over it really didn't like it. And I'm pretty sure that takes, I want to say 24. So I'm going to load 24. Of course I would park the class in the wrong place, wouldn't I? Oh, crop moisture's gone already. I could actually crack on with doing the mowing now then, couldn't I? Actually, that's probably a better idea. I'm going to do the bales in a little while, but I need to mow. I need that to be drying as soon as I possibly can. Let's move that out of the way there. Actually, hang on. If I'm going to use this, I need that for the mowers. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get on with the mowing now, and then we'll get the bales loaded onto the trailer and taken, because I need to get that grass drying as soon as possible. If I check on my weather forecast moving forward, we're good. It's not showing any rain until Tuesday. So we've got today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's not showing rain until Tuesday. That forecast could change. So as far as it goes at the moment, that's my best option. I've got the trailer there now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is put all these ones on there first, and then this will be my hay barn. So once we've done our hay, we've baled it, I'm going to bring it back here. This will be our hay barn, and then all our silage bales around in this side. So as far as making total mixed ration goes moving forward, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Am I going to pick up any baling contracts this year? Probably not. I mean, I said probably not. I may do. The other concerning thing is I've got no... what are they called? No harvest contracts at all. Loads of fertilising ones again, not a single harvesting contract, and quite a few of the fields that I have done jobs on, that I did cultivating jobs on and fertilising jobs, I'm not getting any harvesting jobs coming up. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned, but not a lot I can do about it. Now, I am going to use my new Krone mowers, and I'm going to put it on swath. So I'm going to cut it and swath it. It will still change into hay. I know there's still quite a debate going on that you have to leave it widespread before it will change to hay, and then you can swath it. It will still change to hay. Whether it takes longer or not, in testing I did initially, I never found that to be a problem. What I can tell, I'm going to go and do the 2 grass fields up here. I'm going to do field 20. Actually, should I do field 20 first? I don't know if that one's fully grown yet. Let's do field 20, and that one next to us I cut as well. I'm not sure. It looks like it's fully grown actually. Let's nip through the fence and have a quick check. Because bearing in mind, this was part of my first cut. Mind you, there's no little daisies and stuff in it. Let's have a quick look. No, 67%, so that's not fully grown yet. So I'm going to leave that one. I've got a few fields around the area. Plus we've got all that field and area around the fisheries, which I can cut too. So I'm going to get out and cut as much as I can now. Let's close the gate. Don't want our cows getting out. Once that's all cut, I'm then going to get back, we'll load up the bale trailer, get that to the biogas plant, and we'll help Jason out. Bit of a biogas bailout. Just happy to be able to help, you know. So I could cut the grass in the sheep pen. I don't really want to do that because they're using it. They're utilising the grass. Okay. Swing round. little bit through the hedge, but not too much of a problem. Let's unfold that. Turn that on, drop it down. We'll cut as we move forward, might as well. Yep, that's dry grass, that's good. Take that. And what we'll do is open that up. I'm pretty sure I've still got these on swath. No, I haven't. Right, let's open that. We want to be on swath dropping. There we go. Turn that on. Drop that down. Close the gate and get right close around here. Let's get cracking. Right. This is a nice big field. Like I said before, I'm going to bale it all. We should get that. Look at the size of the swath. We are going to get so much off this. That's brilliant. And the great thing is, as opposed to year one, because this is our year two haymaking, where I was going around the verges and along the sides of roads and anywhere I could find grass for hay, I feel so much happier now because I know I've got a load of big fields, well, a load of big fields, this is probably one of my bigger ones, but I have got a load of fields that I can make hay with. I've just got to keep my fingers crossed that weather forecast stays as it is and I don't get any rain. I don't want any rain. Field 14, still a bit of a quandary, I'm still having problems. I can't seem to get fertilising quite right on that. But it's still grass, it's still fully grown. Whatever yield I get off of it is a yield. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Some of these turns might be a little bit tricky when we come to bale, but let's get cruise control on. I'm not worried about going right up to the edges. Like when I did it before as well, when I do baling contracts, I get every scrap I possibly can. But we're looking good. I'll then need to come back in and get these fertilised again, so we've got maximum yield for when we cut them next. If we cut them next, whatever we end up doing. Yeah, that's a bit messy here around the entrance way. Let's raise that. Let's raise that. Swing myself around. There we go. So a couple of loops round and I'll go up and down. It's all very exciting. So year two, hey, we're on it. Cruise control on. Let's go again. Nice. Yes, my thoughts with regards to the biogas plant. I know sometimes, unless it's a pit where you're tipping into, often if it's a raised point, it can be an issue for putting bales in. If it is, my next thought then is, it's not going to hurt if I lease a conveyor belt, and then what I'll do is I'll put my bales. I know it's a lot. It'll be a lot of double handing and a bit fiddly, but what I'll do is bring the feed mixer up, my big feed mixer, the 45,000 litre one, and put the silage bales into that to turn it into loose product, and empty that onto the conveyor belt into the sell point. That might be the other way around. I'm hoping that it should work fine with bales. They often do, but sometimes it's just finding that sweet spot so it works properly. Actually, what I'm going to do while I'm up here, let's cut across here. I'll do this one, and we'll come back around for that one. We are not. Oh, whoa! I thought that was more just a shrubbery. It's not. That's proper branches. That. Not just there for show. means business. Right. Yeah, this field is huge as well, isn't it? Look at the size of this. I'm just wondering now. It's another reason why I'm going to sell some of my silage bales to help out at the biogas plant, because I don't know how many hay bales I'm going to get. But I can store loose if I need to. I'd rather do the bales. So what I'll do is bale until it says I can't bale anymore, and then the rest I could do loose. I don't really want to waste product, but the grass will grow again. It's not like it won't. But just thinking, with these two fields, it's going to be a lot of bales, isn't it? Plus I've got my original fields. I've got field 65. I've got field, I'm going down, check there, 28. We've got all I sell around the fishery. Biogas plant is just there. It's a bit we can't cut across or get through the hedge here. That would make life a little bit easier, wouldn't it? Come through my own fields. Because I'm going to have to drive all the way around. Yeah, there's no way. Especially when you've got bales on the back. Even if I could force my way through the hedge, bales and pallets and things like that, headers for harvesters, they don't like it so much. Well, what's the day today? It is the 17th of December already. Good grief. There was no Let's Play yesterday on here because I was doing all of the logging. it took me ages, as you might expect. And obviously there were all sorts of other things that need to be done too. I have been in the process of making my own Christmas crackers this year. And that I don't want people to go, oh, arty farty, but you know, no, nothing like that. Well, I suppose a little bit. You need to be a little bit crafty to do it. But I saw there was a series a few years back now with James May from Top Gear called Man Lab. I think they did 3 series of it. It was a brilliant series. I recently re-watched it, and they did a Christmas special, and they did Christmas cracker roulette. So they made their own crackers and then put their own sort of innards into them, and it was proper roulette though, in so much as like one of them had maggots in it, one had like almost like a custard bomb that when you pulled the cracker the custard sprayed it everywhere, but then one of them had £500 in it, and then there were ranging gifts, so you just picked a cracker at random and kind of got what you got. So I thought, rather than, you know what it's like, everyone, that tradition, I don't know if it's the same everywhere around the world. I know in the UK it is, but it's almost traditional now. You get slightly naff Christmas crackers with a paper hat that doesn't fit and a rubbish joke kind of thing. So, and that's kind of the done thing. I know you can get more expensive ones, and the more expensive ones you get the same sort of gifts, just a better quality, really. You know, a little pack of playing cards and those little puzzle things, all sorts of weird stuff like that. So I thought, following the Man Labs thing of cracker roulette, I'll make my own and then put my own gifts in. So what I've done is almost like extra Christmas presents, so they're a little bit more expensive and a little bit more tailored towards my family specifically, and you'll still pick one at random and the gifts do range, but there's not one with maggots in or custard or anything like that. So that took a bit of time. I've been getting everyone to save kitchen roll tubes, and I bought wrapping paper and ribbon and all this stuff. So, and I even bought the snaps that go in the middle of them, the cracker snaps that make the pop when you pull them. So yeah, it was good. Enjoyed that. So I suppose that's the thing, isn't it? That kind of march towards Christmas and Christmas Day, with it all still being a little bit up in the air as to what's going to be happening. As the hours tick away, you suddenly realise how many jobs you've got left to do. You know, even little things. I know it doesn't seem like much, but when I'm doing videos all day, and I will sit here all day making the videos, editing, you know, doing all the responding to everything. I've said it before, but because we do our Boxing Day barbecue, I've got to clean all the grills off and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, I mustn't forget to do that. So I know what will happen. I'll be sitting here Christmas Day and think, I haven't done it. I haven't cleaned off the grills. I need to get those done. And just taking an hour or two to do a job like that, you think, I should be doing, you know, X, Y or Z. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. Feeling a bit more festive now as well, you know. It's difficult, especially in sort of lockdown situations and the fact I work from home, because I'm not out and about as much. When I worked at the school, sort of all the way through December, you were starting to feel festive, you know, because the kids are much younger. My kids are a little bit more grown up now. They're still excited. They like Christmas or that kind of thing, and in a more traditional sense, I guess. But when I was working in the school, the kids are getting more and more excited as it ramps up through September. You start to do more and more kind of Christmas themed stuff with them. They have a deco day, you put decorations up in school. So that whole build up to Christmas, you feel a lot more festive. Whereas now I'm working from home, I don't get that as much. Yeah, we put our Christmas decorations up and that kind of thing, but there's not that gradual build up, you know, that energy that you get. But I'm starting to feel that now, so. And I am still, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I mean properly fingers crossed, hoping to do a Christmas special with SealyEG. She's been doing mock A-level exams the last week and a bit, because the school decided they wanted to get the mocks done before Christmas so the kids could have a nice Christmas break and not stress. Normally they do mocks in January, so they decided to do that. So she's been a bit stressed, to say the least. And she finishes tomorrow. It's Thursday today, isn't it? Was it Wednesday today? It's Thursday today. Yeah. So she finishes tomorrow. She has got some work to do and a few bits and bobs that needs to be done, so I am really hoping I can get at least a couple of videos, even if we do a bit of Gran Turismo or something like that. But I want to try and get a kind of festive Christmas episode on a map. I don't know which one it is. We might go with something with loads of snow and just do something a bit festive. Use a load of the different Christmassy mods that are out at the moment. Again, I don't know. We'll see. I thought it might be nice. Anyway, enough of all that. I'm going to get the rest of these fields sorted. Then we'll get on to loading up the trailer. We'll go up to the biogas plant, see if we can get some of this sorted out for Jason, just over here. I just had a right old result. I had Dan on the blower just phoned me up, one of the guys from down the pub. Got nothing to do today. Was there anything he could help me with on the farm? So I said, absolutely, crack on, get some mowing done for me so I can get another job done while he's doing that. So Dan is now over there doing the mowing, over there somewhere. And when he's finished, I'll move him over, show him what I want him to do on field. It's field 20, isn't it? I keep thinking, am I going mad? Yeah, field 20. So I can get this trailer loaded. I'm sure it's 24 bales. Because I way overloaded it last time. I love this. This is the V-Grab, isn't it? Yeah. The other ones are really good as well. I know I mentioned that too. I think I'm going to do it. I'll put them on, and then, like I said before, I'll manually load, because I want to manually load, and then what I can do is use the auto load function to tidy up if I want to, if I need to, which I'm probably going to need to. Let's put that in there, close the V-Grab, lift a little bit, back up a little bit first. This is probably, well, it's not too bad, so maybe I'm overloading this by putting the 6. Doesn't like it at the top. We have got a bit of separation, but we should be okay. Right, get this loaded. And what you'll probably find is when I get there, these will be in a different orientation, because if I then do the auto load, it will probably swing them all around and put them a different way. Of course it will. And then that. Fantastic. Now, will I try one in cab? Let's give it a go. I don't often do this, but why not challenge myself? No, it went too far. Yeah, didn't go far enough, went too far. Something like that. Something along those lines. So you thought you got rid of me, and I'm back. Am I going to catch that pillar? No, it should be right. Drop that down. Right, that's on the ground. Don't want to be on the ground. Am I level though? Or in. Close that. Lift it a little bit. Back up. Lift it a bit more. Don't want to hit that post behind me. I'm very conscious. There we go. Swing around. Avoid the other post. Is this some kind of strange... Ah, see, this is the problem. I can't see where we are that side. It's really difficult because I can't see to my right. How close am I? I think I'm well off, aren't I? That's better. I'll say better. These are probably going to be at a horrible angle now, aren't they? Yeah. I'll push them from the back if I need to. Right, let's drop down to there. To that. Yep, that's absolutely shocking. That was worth a go with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's get back on that. Yeah, I think 'cause I hit one end, didn't I? I can still tidy up by pushing from the end. If I pull the trailer forward, I'll then just squash them all up. I think I might do that now, actually. If I can extend the boom enough, or maybe just I'll put the next lot on, then do it. Decisive as ever, MrSealyp. Forward a bit more. Down a bit. Open it up. Ugh. Yeah, it's just depth perception, isn't it? When you're in cab, you look way closer to the walls and stuff than you are. And you can't just lean over and have a look to your side to see. Bang, bang. Up, pull it back. Thank you. Don't want it overextending any further than it needs to be. So what we'll do is put those on. I'll just put a strap on it while I move the trailer forward a little bit. Then I'll give them all a bit of a shove, and then we should be able to get the last ones on. Like that. Away. One, two. Okay. That'll do for the minute. Just while I move the trailer, I don't want anything falling off. I wonder how Dan's getting on. I'm terrible with names. Right, let's do that, that, disconnect. Superb, right. Try and line up as best I can. Perpendicular to the trailer would help, but not essential. And then push forward like so. There we kind of. Kind of tidy up a little bit. I'll tell you what. It's not too bad, is it? I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. It does work. Right, okay. Let's pull that in. That's right, isn't it? 6, 12, 18, yeah, 24. So there's another... Right, I'll take that one off the top because that's going to be a problem. That's annoying, I can't get it all done in one load. Or what I might do is reload and then just put Just one. That way I've cleared this barn out. Or I could just go and put it in the other barn, couldn't I? How did I miss that clip? Right between the two prongs of the bale spike. Oh dear. Pop that down. I will come back for that. One day. Whoa, mind that pillar. That's really an awkward position. What idiot put those there? And then haven't left myself enough room, or have I? Helper E has completed their task. Excellent stuff. So I'll be moving on to field 20. I do often get into that habit of thinking, oh, I need to get this done, and I don't utilise local help as much as I could do. I suppose because I started off, I was the help. And that kind of, you know, I'm doing the farm myself and that kind of thing, but it does mean with a job like this, I can get far more done in a day. But I do like, I like doing stuff myself. And oh, that's not straight. Oh, that's better out there. Let's try that. Push that on. Job done. So as it stands, I can transport them like that. But as I found, because it is technically an auto-load trailer, then you can buy the auto-load trailers and turn the auto-load function off, so it becomes a regular trailer. I left it on, but then what I did was strapped them down, drove off, and because it was saying, hang on a minute, these are supposed to be auto-loaded, we don't like this, they all started jostling around a lot. But then I had overloaded it. I think I had them stacks of 4 high, so I had way more on here than the trailer was supposed to hold. So what, like I say, this is not the done thing, it's just about, I have just manually loaded that trailer. You've just seen me do it, it's not like I'm trying to cheat. So if I open that menu now, what should happen if I put it into operating position, swung them all around the other way, but it still holds 24. I have loaded it myself, it's just changed the orientation of them. I could have done them that way around had I thought about it. What I could have done was taken my stacks of 6 and rather than put them on that way, if I'd thought about it, I could have put them on from the back, put a load down, pushed it forward a bit, put the next load on, pushed that forward a bit and done the same thing with each, so then they would have all been on just like they are now. Either way round, it's not really the end of the world. I am going to transport with this, I think. So what I'll do is unload bales here, so it'll drop them onto the trailer. I can then strap them, and we are good to go. Now, as to the arguments about bale spikes and transportation, how should you have them? I've said this before. I was told you had to have them pointing down so you don't impale someone, but then someone said, but if your hydraulics fail and they're pointing down, they hit the ground, the whole thing goes a little bit horrible. Some of them you can get them now so the bale spikes fold up and that kind of thing, or you can take the tines off for transport. When I was away with my wife recently, we passed a vehicle going down the main road with bales on the back and bale forks on the front, pointing forward like this. They just had it raised really high. I was a bit more concerned about them hitting trees and stuff as I went past, but I suppose how you're supposed to do it and how people actually do it are two completely different things. So what I'm going to do now is go and check on Dan. We are loaded, which is great. I'm going to check on him, make sure everything's going with that. We'll take this up to the biogas plant. We'll try to load them in manually. If we can't find the sweet spot, I'll bring up the the feed mixer and we'll grab ourselves a conveyor belt and we'll put them in that way. Either way around, we will get these put in and we are going to help out Jason at the biogas. We made it here in one piece. Did struggle a little bit up onto the hills. Now where was I going to look? As I say, Dan is doing an absolutely stellar job. Now doing field 20. I'm going to unload these. Like, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to do them from the end, maybe the side. I don't know. I'll do it different ways. Whatever works best. We'll start from the back first and see how that goes. Nearly 10 past 10 already. Where does the day go? I did have my indicators on, my hazard lights on the way. Again, that's because I've got my Logitech heavy equipment side panel plugged into my PS5 now. But it does work on PS4, PS4 Pro. If I press button 14, I get my indicators. Not indicators, hazard lights. Keep saying that. Right. Let's see if we can find this sweet spot. If not, we've got a bit more work to do. Do that, do that. Oh, Dan's finished on field 20 already. Doesn't hang about, does he? Now, I know this isn't a huge amount. Hopefully it helps Dan out a bit. It does clear that shed out for me a little bit, which also helps me, so I can't knock it. Hang on, we've got something. Oh, that's interesting. Do that. So why won't those two go? Don't really want to let them go. If they drop into there, I can't then get them off. That one's gone, that one's gone. Nice, okay. I don't have to worry about going to get the mixer wagon. That makes life a little bit easier. And I'm thinking I might just do these on the side now. I could do them from the end, I suppose. Be quicker doing them in sixes than it will be doing 3 at a time. Let's extend. The trouble is if I extend the boom too far and then try and lift them, what I might try and do is drag them. It's just a lot of weight on the... I haven't got a real weight on the back of this, it's just a lot of weight over the boom, that's all. Let's drop that down. Grab it, lift it ever so slightly. There we go. That's better. Nice, right. We will get paid for these at midnight, as you normally do. I don't know how much this holds, whether this is a 50 or an 80 or 100,000 litre. I suppose I'll find out when I do the next ones. What are we on now? I'm trying to think now. Episode 32? It's taken 32 episodes to finally get up to the biogas plant. When I've had all this silage all this time, but I was keeping hold of it for salt mix ration and stuff, because that does pay out more. But this is about helping out somebody else. I'm gonna do this one from the side, I think. Oh, that's not good. So I'm picking some of those up by hand. Sorry, daydreaming. I was looking at the bales and thinking, I don't know what I was thinking in all honesty. Do that. that on there. Processes fairly quickly though. Nice. That one's not really in the position it should be in. Not great. That's weird because the straps are over that one. Normally they don't move when the straps are over them. Wonder why that's happened. Ah, thought that caught on the lip then. Thought it'd be alright. There we go. Happy days. So then what I'll have to do is, once this is done, I'll take these back. I'll jump back on the mowers. I'm just trying to think there's another job I can be getting on with. So actually, while we're here, let's check on this. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a cultivating job popped up, which tells me something's been harvested already, and I wasn't given the opportunity. I don't know. I wonder if it's because it's registering that I need to do all the fertilising jobs first. And if I did all the fertilising jobs on them, then the harvest ones would pop up. Because I thought I'd done enough, but I don't know. Let's go across and have a look. Yeah, harvested. Harvested, harvested. They were all showing us ready to harvest. So these are all fields I've done jobs on. Just haven't been given the chance to... These are cultivated. I harvested that one. What is that? Oops. I leased that, didn't I? Did I leave it there? Oh, blimey, I've got all sorts here. Oh, the V-grab I never bought, did I? Ah, the 3-point hitch drawbar. Let's return that for the time being. I might use it again at some point. I got that for the cultivator, not for the reasons you're thinking of. With the class and the cultivator, the turning radius wasn't great because the beam chassis of the cultivator kept hitting on sort of the 3-point link on the class. So I thought if I got a drawbar, it technically pushes it back a little bit further and I'd get a better turning radius, which it did to some extent. I only used it a couple of times. In all honesty, I forgot I had it, but I keep leasing equipment and forgetting I've got it. Good job, MrSealyp. Well done. It's costing you money. Now what I could do, because there are a load of baling jobs available, if I get another down day, like, well, I'm thinking tomorrow, hopefully by tomorrow, tell me now, 10:48, by the time I've done all my mowing, hopefully tomorrow, all of the fields that I've cut will, yeah, it's catch on there, isn't it? Will have turned to hay. So I'm going to be doing baling, collecting bales, and then putting them in the barn. But if I did more baling contracts, I could do them solely for doing this. Complete the baling contract, then any bales I've got left bring up here. Because it's, again, as well as having the option of getting paid at midnight, we've also got that situation that we get slurry, digestate as the byproduct, which we can use on our fields. So, yeah, it is a win-win doing it here. But I always find the digestate just doesn't go very far. I know with the precision farming stuff and now, I guess all of the fertilisers and stuff, if you're using the RTK stations, if you're using hired help, it's far more efficient than it was before. Why is that stuck on the trailer? Oh, okay, we're okay. We're okay. Everyone you can breathe again. So I suppose it does make it more efficient, and it is free, but you just use it so quickly. And I often find the times I have done, I've bought or leased a slurry spreader, and then the cost of buying or leasing it, because you don't want to have it for too long, unless you're going to continually do this and build up the digestate you've got, then it almost becomes, whilst the digestate is free, what you've paid out for the slurry equipment almost negates it, I guess. But then again, like I've said so many times before, I'm never so much about... I know it's not how farms should operate. I know it's about making money. I know that's how the real world works. But it's never so much about, am I recovering all my losses? Am I making the money on that particular process? As long as I'm making money overall, I don't mind taking a bit of a hit on certain processes. But there we go. That's 24 bales delivered to Jason at the biogas plant. Hope that helps him out, and we will get a little bit. I now need to go and speak to Dan, and we'll get the rest of these fields done. You don't want to watch me doing loads and loads more mowing. So with that, we have come to the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.